Welcome, Sagittarians. This is Lighthouse Angel Messages. Thank you for joining me today, where my goal is to take you from zero to hero in your own life. And I already got some oracle cards here for you with the focus of the message that Spirit wants to get to you today. And this message is for the next 30 days. But it says, focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as that would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. Okay, Spirit really wants you to focus on staying positive, staying focused, and not being distracted by any of your worries or any people or situations that might be distracting you from what you're trying to manifest in your life. And I always say, thoughts become your reality. What you think about, you bring about. So it's very important to stay high vibe, that you focus on positivity and focus on the future, what you're trying to bring into your life, and not looking into the past. So make sure you're not getting distracted by maybe past traumas, past pain, people of your past, that you want to stay focused on the future, what your visions are, what you're trying to manifest, so that you can pull those in and staying focused on the prize, right? The other message is, my fearless freedom lights up the world. I think one of the goals that you're trying to create in your life, one of the things that you're trying to manifest is this freedom. It might be financial freedom, might be just freedom in your job. Whatever that freedom looks like for you, Spirit says it will come. It is coming to you. And when it does, it not only lights up the world, it lights you up. Okay, so stay focused. Don't get distracted. Continue focusing and releasing the worries that may come up and slip up on you and sneak in. You want to make sure you release those. Any fears or worries that you have, they are an illusion. And we're going to discuss that here in a second when I talk about this number card, which is number 55. It's a master number. 55 means change. So there is significant change coming in that is leading you to this freedom that you're looking for. So Spirit is saying, do not give up. Keep moving forward. Don't focus on your worries, the what ifs, or the past. Focus on your visions and what you're trying to bring in your life, because what you speak about, you bring about. And it's very important that you focus on positive affirmations. And this card says, substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change, a need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. And it says, I am evolving. So if you have any fears that are holding you back, you need to know that those are an illusion. We weren't born with fears. Fears came into our life through people and situations that embedded those in our subconscious mind. So you really need to focus on releasing those fears, because you becoming your hero in your own life is on the other side of your fears and insecurities. So one way that you can that can help you overcome those and get in line with your highest self is on YouTube. They have subliminals, and basically what they do is reprogram your subconscious mind to get rid of those blocks that have created those fears in your mind. It could be, childhood trauma. It could be, fear of success. It could be a fear of being seen or in the spotlight. Anything that you feel is a fear, and it's going to be different for everyone. But you can find those online, and you can, like for me, I play them while I'm sleeping. I play them while I go on walks. And it just, whether you can understand it or not, or how it's working, but it really does change how your mind thinks and releases those blocks and fears that are holding you back. So that's just something I've done. There's many other options out there that can help you overcome your fears, but that's just one that has worked for me. But do look into some other options as well that are out there, because, you know, it is an illusion that we put in front of ourselves that's really not there. You know, it's not real. So, you know, sitting in those insecurities and those fears, it's like sitting in a rocking chair and you're rocking back and forth, you know, but you're really not going anywhere. So you want to make sure that you release those so you can be the hero of your life. So I'm going to get another card for you and see what else Spirit has to say about this freedom that's going to cause a major change in your life. I mean, it sounds exciting. Okay. You also could be seeing sunflowers. I'm really seeing the flower here as well. And you have number 38, Unicorn Portal. It says, focus your light. Listen for a message. Spirit's saying they're going to send you a message. Okay? And you need to be listening. You're not going to be able to hear that message if you're constantly distracted, worrying, focusing on your fears, your insecurities. You need to find a state where you can get out of your head. I really recommend doing some meditation, going for a walk, where you can really get into a quiet space so you can hear the message that they have for you. Because whatever it is, it's very important, and it's going to give you some insight onto this freedom, this change that's coming in. Maybe you have an idea of how to get to this, but the worries and fears and the change that's involved is really holding you back, and you're like, I don't know, what direction do I go? This way? Do I go that way? I mean, the world tells me I need to go this way, but my intuition, my passion tells me to go this way. Spirit's saying you need to focus on the light, focus on the positivity, and that they're going to be bringing a message for you. Now, this message could be a download. This message could be heard through signs or synchronicities. You could be out and about and you see a message on a board or a vehicle or a license plate or something like that. You know, pay attention, look for the message, because Spirit is saying it's coming in for you, but you need to be paying attention. You have to let go of those distractions in order to hear what they have to say. So really focus on that, okay? I'm going to also get, they want a Moonology card. Spirit guides and angels, what do you have? Oh, they have two here for you. And I really feel that, you know, that they're really trying to say they are here to guide you. They're there for you, but you got to be listening. You got to be focusing on the positivity. You're not going to be able to connect to them and hear the message with a negative mindset. You know, focusing on what's not working for you. You know, you have to focus on and speak the language of the life that you're trying to manifest. Okay? Again, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio. It's time to release the negativity. Again, that was just what I was saying. You're not going to create a positive life out of a negative mindset. You have to release the negativity. It does not serve you. It doesn't serve you to get you to this freedom. It doesn't serve you when you're trying to make changes in your life. It's only going to become a fear, an insecurity, a block. So And how do you change that? Again, like I was telling you, you can do it through affirmations, daily mantras. You can do it through subliminals online, anything, and you have to do it consistently, like a habit, every single day, to change those deep-rooted fears, those deep-rooted insecurities, the negative mindset. You know, I grew up in a negative environment, and so my mind was constantly thinking the worst of every situation. And what did I end up getting in my life? More bad things, because that's what I was manifesting. If you want your dreams to come true, if you want this freedom to come in, then you have to make changes with your mindset. You got to focus on releasing the negativity so you can hear the messages that Spirit has for you. And it says, adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Again, I think they're still just, basically confirming that the adjustments that are required is getting rid of this negative mindset. You've got to release it, And I'm seeing the moon 3 times here. So maybe you didn't realize this has been hidden from you. Maybe you weren't aware that you had this negative mindset and how it was affecting you. So make sure that you focus on making that adjustment, releasing that negativity, speaking positive affirmations, not just about your situation and what you're trying to manifest, but about yourself, right? Because you have some insecurities and fears that you need to release. You need to release those and focus on the positive. So I want to get, before I started this video, one deck of cards that Spirit really led me to on this message, Sagittarians, is they wanted me to get out my timing oracle, because I think that a lot of these fears, worries, and insecurities are coming from that what you're trying to manifest or the direction that you're trying to go isn't going to show up, isn't going to work out, and you're worrying about the timing on this. Maybe there's some financial struggles that you're facing right now, and you're wondering, okay, is this going to work out? And when they're saying yes, it will, but you need to make an adjustment with your mindset and release the negativity, release the fears, release the insecurities. Okay, I'm getting May, number 19. Timing is pushed back due to blockages. Okay, and number 40. So you could be 40. This may be coming in May 19th or in the month of May. But again, I really do, it just keeps confirming over and over again that the timing is pushed back due to blockages, because the blockages, your negative mindset. This is the adjustments that needs to be made. Okay? It needs to be made. Because your worries, your negative mindset, your fears, your insecurities are controlling the outcome right now. And that's not what you're looking, that's not what you want. So it's like, you know what you want, but you're doing certain things that are actually creating blockages, actually pushing it out of your life. So you really need to focus on releasing the worries, stay focused on what you're saying, making sure you're doing positive affirmations, and releasing the negativity. The negativity could be, it might be a victim mentality where, everybody's against me, life doesn't work out for me, things like that. Just know that when you think these things, you speak these things, you're making them your reality. So you really need to decide, what you want in your life. Who do you want to be? What are you aligned with? What do you want to manifest? What's your calling? What's your truth? And those are the words that you need to be speaking, because this negative, low vibrational, and when I say low vibrational, it's just a lower level of thought that's becoming a blockage for you. Okay? And in order to push through that, you got to release and change these things. And by changing this, it's going to lead you to the freedom that you are looking for. That's going to light you up, and it's going to light up the world, which, the world really needs that right now. So listen to the message that Spirit has for you, Sagittarian. They are waiting. They're waiting to deliver this message to you, but you have to raise your vibration, and you have to become on a quiet mind space. Be aware, be vigilant on the awareness, and so that you can see the messages. Okay? And, I think if you make these changes, blockages will be taken away, and you're going to see a change in May this year of something about your freedom, something that you really have been focusing on, right? So I'm going to also get you some messages from the Box of Wisdom and see what else Spirit has to say for you. Ooh, quite a few. Okay. We'll go through these pretty quickly for you. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. Okay? So, I think this is kind of adds to the affirmations that I was talking about. Anything that's happened to your past, it was meant to teach you something, not to keep you stuck there. So, live for today and have hope and speak your dreams into reality for about tomorrow. That's the hope. So don't stay stuck in the past. It just was meant to teach you a lesson. It says, God always gives his best to those who leave the choice with him. Okay, and this is a Bible scripture. It's Psalm 30, verse 7. Okay, God always gives his best to those who leave the choice with him. God is wanting you to surrender. The divine is wanting you to surrender and let him drive your boat, Divine knows what's best for you. So just surrender to the journey and let him lead you. He has and knows what's best for you. So surrender. Don't try to control any outcomes. Don't try to control the situation, because you're going to end up with more of the past, and that's not what you want. You want different. If you want different, you have to be different, and you have to surrender to the divine. Let him lead you. Be your own reason to smile. As you create these new routines in your life, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's affirmations, it's journaling, it's anything. It could be just a list of gratitude. Maybe it's a gratitude mantra. Whatever it is to raise your vibration, to focus on releasing this negativity and replacing it with positivity and enlightenment. Be proud of yourself. Every single day is a step in the right direction. So, and that is a reason to smile, right? Because you're making the changes. A lot of people can't make the changes. but you are doing it. And so you should be proud of yourself, and that alone is a reason to smile. It says, perfectionists minimize achievements and focus on flaws. Look to shift your perspective to give yourself the same grace you give to others. You know, Spirit is saying, don't be a perfectionist. You know, He did not create us out of perfection, right? We all have flaws, right? But we embrace those flaws, and we work on improving them, learning from them, and growing from them, right? And so be compassionate to yourself. You know, perfection does not mean anything. I think flaws can be beautiful, you know, especially when you embrace them, honor them, and grow from them. This says, the universe is giving you signs in your conversations, in music you listen to, in the clouds. Pay attention to them and piece them together. You will notice a pattern. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It says, the universe is giving you signs in your conversations, in music you listen to, in the clouds. Pay attention to them, piece them together, and you will notice a pattern. This has to do with listening for the message. Spirit's telling you right here where you're going to get the message. It's going to be either in your conversations, in your music, in the clouds, and or all of them. You know, piece them together. They have a message for you. They have a message for you. Do not stop until you're proud. Spirit says, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams, right? You just need to change your mindset. That's all. And it's, you know, it's just like a weight loss. You know, we don't lose weight in 24 hours. We don't reach our goal in 24 hours, right? We have to take one little step at a time. So focus, just take it one day at a time. Create an idea of how you want to tackle this. You know, there's many different ways you can do this. I've already set examples. And just make sure and focus on what can I do today to release negativity? What can I do today to release my fears? What can I do today to release the insecurities and gain my confidence back within myself? It says, man says, show me and I'll trust you. God says, trust me and I'll show you. Okay? Man says, show me and I'll trust you. God says, trust me and I'll show you. God is saying, trust me. I've got your back. I've been with you this whole time. I've been with your journey. Now surrender to me and trust me, and I will show you everything that I have planned for you. But you got to surrender, right? You got to have faith, right? Faith over fear. God promises to make something good out of the storm that bring devastation into your life. Romans 8:28. So, if you're going through a major life change right now, or you've gone through like a job loss, some major upheavals in your life, maybe you've lost a lot of friends, maybe your family dynamics have been difficult. Whatever it is, something good is going to come out of the storm, okay? This storm is going to change you. And Spirit says, do not stop, because when you're done, you're going to be so proud of yourself. You're going to be so proud because the old you is going to be gone, Sagittarian, and the new version of you that God has for you, because you surrender to the journey, is going to be a true blessing, a true miracle that's going to be seen all around you, and something that you're really going to be proud of. Okay? You always have control over you. We have cycles of ups and downs, but how you respond to it is your choice. Okay? Spirit saying control. This is again relates to this negative mindset, the insecurity, the fears. They can make you go on this cycle of ups and downs, right? Or just things that happen in your day-to-day life. It's how you respond to the storm, right? And I will tell you that every time I come up against, some upheaval or something takes me by surprise, I always say, something really amazing is going to come out of this. No matter how big of a storm it is, no matter what I'm facing, what difficult situation I'm facing, I always say something really great is going to come out of this. And it always does. That's why I'm saying what you speak, you bring about, right? So if you have something difficult that happens to you, what do you want the outcome to be? Do you want it to be positive or negative? Well, that's what you need to be speaking. It is God who arms me with the strength and keeps my way secure. Psalm 18:32. You might want to do some more research on these verses as well. It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. Again, God is saying, the divine is saying, stay focused on Him. He is the strength and is securing your way. It's already lined out for you. He's already got it all for you lined out, but you have to surrender. You can't control the situation. Man says, show me, I'll trust you, right? God says, trust me and I'll show you, right? Trust God. You could be an air sign. I have Scorpio and air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It says, vibin' and thrivin'. This is what Spirit wants for you. Vibin' and thrivin'. Listen to the signs, right? Because when you release this negativity, which unleashes this block here, you let go of your fears, your insecurities. This is how you're going to be feeling. Vibing and thriving. Okay? Also, really look into how whatever music you're listening to, there's all kinds of genres out there. Make sure it makes you feel good. Whatever you're listening to, make sure it makes you feel good. That after you're done listening to it, you feel like you've elevated, you feel happy, you feel like you can conquer the world. You feel the light growing within inside of you. If it's making you feel sad, depressed, makes you continue on this negative mindset, you need to change your music. Because it's a vibration and it's changing your energy. In order to raise that, you're going to have to make some changes, and one of them might be the music that you're listening to. Forgiveness is easy. Trust is much more difficult and should never be given lightly. Forgiveness is easy. Trust is much more difficult and should never be given lightly, right? So I think this is something that you're going through right now. I mean, maybe you've had people in the past, Sagittarius, that, who just totally disregarded your trust, and you've been able to forgive them, but as far as trusting people again, it's been hard. But Spirit's saying, trust God. He is going to give you strength, and He's going to keep you secure. And, trust isn't something that should be given lightly, because the world that we live in right now, it can be difficult, especially if you've had situations in your past that have totally just trampled all over that trust. But no, forgiveness is the key to freedom. Never stop looking up, right? Never stop looking up. Again, the divine is really wanting you to focus on them. They are here to heal you. They are here to give you the messages, the guidance that you're looking for. But you got to raise your vibrations. You got to release the negativity out of your life. King of Cups could be, again, a Scorpio, heavy Scorpio energy here. When I say you could be a Scorpio, I mean you could be a Scorpio rising. You could have Scorpio heavy in your chart, Sagittarian. Do what you love, okay? And if doing what you love has something to do with this freedom, and that's what the goal that you're looking for, Spirit is wanting you to do what you love, okay? But you got to surrender to controlling how the outcome or how that looks for you. They've heard your prayers, right? But you got to change your mindset. You got to raise your vibrations. You got to be of the light, right? And hearing the messages they have for you. I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. Psalm 34:4. I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. Again, we're talking about fears here. And the divine is saying, pray to me about your fears, and I will release them. Pray to me about your fears, and I will release them. I mean, they're making it very clear in this message, right, about what you need to do. They're making it very clear. The bravest thing you can be is yourself, right? Don't fall in the trap of being what society says you need to be, or your parents tell you what you need to be, or your friends tell you what you need to be. You know, be your authentic self, right? That's the bravest thing anybody can do, because a lot of times it goes against what everything around you is telling you, right? So many people are operating out of their ego, and that's not the authentic version, right? It's running out of a selfish nature, right? It's going to lead you down a dark path. You need to be of the light, of love, and operating out of your authentic self, right? Knowing who you are. That's where you're going to be operating out of true love for yourself, true confidence, no fears, right? I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go. Genesis 28:15. Again, if maybe one of these fears is like, am I going to have to walk this alone? What? And over and over and over, the divine is telling you, I'm with you. I've got your back. Like, I just need you to surrender and hear me. Hear what I have for you. See the messages I have. Pray to me. I will release your fears. You know, it's possible maybe you were in line with the divine and then got off track along the way of life, right? And it happens to all of us. You know, and Spirit saying, come back to me. I'm here. I'm waiting. I want to change the outcome. I want to get you to this freedom that you're looking for, right? To being at your authentic self. That's what you deserve. I think there's a point in your healing journey where you stop trying to convince other people to do the right thing. You just observe their choices, understand their character, and decide what you're going to allow in your life. Okay, I'll read that again. I messed it up. I think there's a point in your healing journey where you stop trying to convince other people to do the right thing. You just observe their choices, understand their character, and decide what you're going to allow in your life. You know, if you're somebody who has been there for people in the past and you feel like you've gotten the bad end of the stick, you know, Spirit is saying, focus on you. See people for who they are. You're not there to change them. They're on their own journey of healing. They have to heal themselves, and they have to be ready to do that, right? And live your life. Focus on your journey, right? You can't save anyone, and you can't change anyone, and you can't get people to see things they're not ready to see. But you can change yourself, right? You can change and completely turn around your own life. So invest it and have discernment with the people around you, right? If you feel that they're holding you back and they're part of this negative mindset and creating insecurities in your life and fears, and it's pulling you away from your dreams and what you're trying to manifest, you need to have discernment, you know? Understand their character, and they're not for you, and you need to set boundaries. Not all who wander are lost. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. That maybe you've been, you know, wandered off away from the divine, not knowing what direction, just kind of feeling like a lost soul. You're not lost. Spirit is saying, I've been with you. I'm here. I'm waiting for you. I've got messages to give to you. I'm ready to speak to you and bring amazing changes in your life, right? But you got to be willing to listen. You got to be open. Forgive others as quickly as you expect God to forgive you. Forgiveness is a key that, you know, if you're holding on to things of the past, what people have done to you, you got to forgive others just the way the divine forgives you. You know, our own imperfections, the choices we've made, right? And we have to forgive others for their choices, right? Because maybe they were lost. Maybe they lost their way, right? But you need to pay attention to, you know, have things change? Is their character change? Are they doing the same things? Life is better when you're laughing. Spirit wants you, even despite as you work on these changes and getting back and aligned and surrendering to the journey with Him, that you are laughing. You're getting out there having fun. This is part of raising your vibration and getting out of this negative mindset of worries, you know, the what ifs, bad things that are going to happen to me. This isn't going to work out. All, you know, this laughing is going to release the blockage. Okay? So get out there, laugh, have fun. You know, maybe look at different things you did when you were a child that you really enjoyed. And get back into your childlike spirit. And this might have a lot to do with this. Dysfunctional parents do not apologize. It is one feature that the children of narcissists would instantly agree on. They will lie and justify themselves, but never accept they did anything wrong. If you come from narcissistic parents, okay, then you need to know that if you're waiting for an apology from them, it's not going to come, okay? Because in their eyes, they haven't done anything wrong, okay? They're just going to justify everything and probably gaslight you and tell you that you're the crazy person, okay? They'll never accept they do anything wrong. So if you come from, and this may not be for all of you, but if you come from narcissistic parents, you need to have discernment. You need to have strong, strong boundaries, because they may be a huge reason why you have a negative mindset, fears, insecurities. They may be the main reason, okay? Because I come from narcissistic parents, and it had a huge effect on my life, okay? So you need to have discernment, okay? I have very strict boundaries with my parents, very strict, hardline boundaries, because I deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be embracing the highest version of yourself. You deserve it. You deserve all your dreams. Everything that you ever wished for in your life, you deserve it. But your parents, these narcissistic, dysfunctional parents, don't want you to have that. So if you don't have hard boundaries, they're going to keep you stuck. Okay? They're going to keep you stuck. And you don't deserve that. You deserve everything that God has for you on your path. The Fool. Okay? The Fool. This is a new beginning. Okay? Spirit is saying, new beginning, new you. Right? If you follow the message here, it's going to create a new beginning for you. The beginning that you're hoping for. Okay? Be unapologetically yourself. Again, this falls into being your authentic self, right? Be brave. Be the real you. Doesn't matter what other people think, right? You know, what other people think about you is none of your business. What the divine thinks about you is your business. So don't worry about what other people think, right? Everybody has a different journey, and nobody's journey is the same. So quit judging yourself against others and worried about what that looks like, and be your authentic self, because that is where your true power lies, within yourself, right? Where your parents don't want you to get to, if you have this, you know, it's not going to be for all of you, but if you have dysfunctional parents, you know, a lot of this is stemmed from that. And so you have a lot of fears. You got to release those, okay? If you risk nothing, you risk everything, okay? So Spirit is saying, if you sit in your fears, and you sit in your insecurities, and you sit in your negativity, okay? And you won't be able to take that risk, right? Because you won't risk anything, because you're too afraid. What if it fails, right? But then you're risking everything, your dreams, all the ideas, the goals, the aspirations, the being, you know, in line with the divine and what they want for you. They're here to keep you secure on this path. You risk of giving all of that away to what? Your dysfunctional parents. Like I said, it may not apply to all you. You're going to allow your dysfunctional parents to take that dream from you? You need to be your own hero. You got to be your own hero. You're not lost, Sagittarius. You're not lost. Choose happiness. Choose happiness over negativity. And also, whoever you're around, you need to do a check with yourself, with your friends, with the music you're listening to, anything, any habits, anything that you're doing that isn't making you choose happiness for yourself, is making you feel like crap about yourself, is making you feel low about who you are, or you feel like you can't be your authentic self, then though you need to cut those things out of your life. They're not going to get you to your dreams. They're going to hold you back. They're going to take away everything from you. And that's not what God wants for you. That's not what God wants for you. He has really magical things for you in line that if you just surrender, quit, you got to release the control. You can do it. You can do this. Don't doubt yourself that you can't do this. I mean, I myself, I have been through like hell and back in my life. And I never quit. I always got back up, got back up, got back up. You can do this. You can do that. Whatever your dream is, whatever your aspiration, what is your goals, if your dream is to own your own business or your dream is financial freedom, you can do this. You got to speak it, right? You got to speak it. You're not going to do it. You're not going to get it with a negative mindset. You're just going to get more negativity in your life. And Spirit wants this change for you, okay? But remember, forgiveness, okay? You are amazing. You are amazing, right? This amazing side of you may have been hidden, right? Because fear that you're going to be judged, but that is where your true power lies. It lies within you being your authentic self and not caring what other people think. What they think about you is none of your business, right? Your business is about choosing happiness and staying positive so that you can attract and manifest your dreams, the people, the opportunities. So it will open doors for you in your life, right? Never blame anyone in your life. The good people give you happiness. The worst people give you a lesson. The best people give you memories, okay? Don't blame your parents for your life, okay? And I can speak from this, as I was telling you, I have narcissistic parents. Siblings, a lot of narcissism in my life I've had to experience. Don't blame anyone in your life. Yes, your parents may have been dysfunctional. They may have narcissistic tendencies, right? But it's your job to heal, right? You need to heal yourself so that you don't continue walking around hurting others, right? And through those experiences of toxic people, maybe bad relationships, people who hurt you, they taught you a lesson. They taught you a lesson of what you don't want in your life. They taught you a lesson of what you need to change. They made you self-reflect. And some of the hardest lessons that we have to learn are through pain. We don't change and grow in our life when everything is great and magical and wonderful, like a storybook. We aren't going to grow and evolve in those situations. We grow through hurt, pain, and lessons. And so, like I said, we had something in here about, bad situations. It's like I always say, something amazing is going to come out of it. That's where we are grateful that we learned the lesson, right? Because the good people give you happiness. That's where I was telling you to really focus on when you're around certain people, situations, people. It could be coworkers, work environments, music you're listening to, TV you're watching, whatever it is, whatever daily habits you have. You need to really hone in on how they make you feel when you're done. It could be food you're eating or online time or YouTube or TikTok, any social media. Focus on how it makes you feel, right? Because you're working on raising your vibrations and releasing this negativity. And if you're constantly around that, you're just going to get more of that, right? But don't blame anyone in your life, because everybody that you've come in contact with has a purpose in your life. It could be a memory. It could be to experience and have in your life, or maybe it's just a lesson to learn from. Okay, and then we have the Hangman. You could have Pisces in your chart. You could be a rising Pisces. This is where Spirit wants you to be. Spirit wants you to have a different perspective about this new beginning. Okay? They want you to have a different perspective about this new beginning. And oh my gosh, if you listen to this, I had said this earlier in the reading. I said I always say faith over fear. And here it is, faith over fear. Okay? You got to have faith, no matter what your bank account says, no matter what your parents say, no matter what your friends say, no matter what the news is saying, or what you're hearing on the radio. Whoever is around you and it is an influence, you got to keep the faith, right? Because the divine has a plan for you, right? Those people don't know what that plan is, but you know, because you've been getting the signs, the messages, right? You have to keep the faith, no matter what. It's part, and it will also help you with keeping a high vibration and not sitting in a negative energy. Okay? And then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, this might be something that you went through in the past. You might have had a lot of pain, Sagittarius, in the past. Particularly 3 people that may have hurt you, broke your heart, that you trusted. And they may have turned their back on you. They manipulated you. They could have been part of these dysfunctional people that aren't healed, right? And this might be part of what causes you to have this negative mindset. But Spirit wants you to know that you can do it. You can overcome this. You can change, right? You just need a different perspective, right? Some guidance. The divine is here to guide you. They're waiting for you. You weren't lost. They've always been here for you. And don't stop. You're going to be so proud of yourself when you get to the other side of this challenge that you're facing right now. When you let go of the blockages that are holding you back. Okay? So I'm going to leave it right here. This message is really strong and clear. And just know I send you so much love and light and support in these changes. If you have any questions or would like more guidance from me, put those questions in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them and apply some of what I've learned along the way. But please continue to stay focused, stay positive, stay high vibe, and make those daily changes so that you can come in and be the best hero in your own life. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.